And so, beloved, the part that begins to bless my spirit, Sister Kayla, was how even in Jonah's complaints and temper tantrum, because you know we can act like spoiled Christians sometimes, God prepared for Jonah ways of replenishing and refocusing. Watch this, y'all. When Jonah was complaining, God just kept on providing. In Jonah chapter 4, verse 6, God prepared a plant to shelter Jonah. The job of the plant was to cover Jonah for a season and deliver him from his misery. This just shows me, beloved, God has relief already planned in your schedule. Jonah wanted to lie down and look at Nineveh to see the progress of the city after he preached his one good sermon. But God wanted Jonah to rest up for his next assignment. Watch this, y'all. I don't want any of us to get so stuck on the one little thing we finally did, that one good time, that we can't move on to our next assignment in God. Listen, y'all, I'm grateful for your solo. I'm blessed by your sermon. I'm happy you're finally serving in God's vineyard. But don't get so stuck on stupid. Don't get so stuck on what you did yesterday that you can't move into God's tomorrow. So Jonah is resting under the plant God prepared for him. Then God prepares the worm in verse number 7. But watch what the worm does, y'all. The worm damaged the plant, so the plant can no longer be used for shelter for my boy Jonah. And so if Jonah did not get the hint the first time that the plant is for temporary relief, God made it clear with the existence of the worm. Watch this, y'all. God knows when to build stuff up, and God knows when to tear your stuff down. See, the worm represented an important place in the timeline of Jonah. The worm let me know I can't get comfortable in my temporary place when God got bigger things in store for me. Listen, I know it was good for your recovery. I know it helped you come back to yourself. I know you're better because of it. But guess what, y'all? It's only temporary. If Jonah would have stayed under the shade, he would have missed out on his next assignment in God. See, the issue is, y'all, he believed that he finally got to a place where he was comfortable in his life. He didn't have to jump off a boat. He was now comfortable. He wasn't in the belly of a fish because he was comfortable. He literally had it made in the shade. But this is why you got to thank God for the worms in your life. I know you didn't like them when they first came into your life, but you got to thank God for when the worms destroyed your temporary place. It destroyed your comfort zone. It destroyed your bad habits. It destroyed the way you used to walk. It destroyed the way you used to talk. They reminded you, I'm created for more than where I am right now. I'm bigger than your liquor bottle. I'm bigger than your weed smoke. I'm better than this wheelchair. I'm better than this crutch. I'm bigger than your surgery. I'm more anointed than your cancer. God got bigger things in store for me. God got plans for me. And I can't stay in this temporary place. Because where I am is not going to be the end all and be all. This is not my last stop because God got plans for me. So God prepared a plant, and then he destroyed the plant with the worm. Finally, beloved, God prepared a vehement east wind. Let me walk through this. If destroying Jonah's shelter with the worm wasn't a good enough sign for him to move, watch this, y'all. God prepared, in verse number 8, a vehement east wind. Dictionary says, vehement is marked by a forceful energy. It's intense, Brother Rodney. You can't miss it. So not only was the wind strong, but that thing had navigation behind it. See, God needed Jonah to go to the east side, and he had to get there in a hurry. See, sometimes we're so slow, Asbury, that God sends us a vehement sign. You can't can't ignore. And let me bless you right here. Too many times we complain that God isn't moving fast enough for us. But many times, Asbury, we're not moving fast enough for God. See, you still on Sunday, but God already on Friday. And what you must understand is that the vehement wind is not meant to harm you, but the vehement wind is meant to redirect you. I'm so blessed to know this morning, Sister Bland, that God is redirecting me. I'm not lost, I'm not searching, but God is redirecting me. The wind redirected Jonah to what's next in his life. So here's what the wind taught me, y'all. While I'm complaining about my little stuff, God is still operating and getting me ready for the next thing. This is why, Asbury, we must stop complaining over what's not fair. When God already got bigger and better things in store for you. So I had to break the news to you, beloved. But certain things will not work out for you in your life only because God got bigger things in mind. When other folk are trying to cheat, crawl, and lie their way to the top, you can't do that because God got too much integrity in you. God got too much invested in you. He got bigger things planned. Do me a favor. Just lean over to your neighbor and say, God got bigger things for me. God got bigger things for me. See, you worried about a little 9-to-5 job, but God wants you to open your business. You're concerned about your next meal, but God got a garden in your backyard. You're focused on what's directly in front of you, but God got a bigger picture in mind. Asbury, we got to stop complaining over the little bit when God want to give us much. Well, I'm done. So I go back to the beginning of the text, beloved. Jonah complaining to God about going to preach at Nineveh. Check this out, y'all. It's already over. He done preached and had the benediction. And he's still complaining. Saying, God, it's not fair. Now understand here, beloved. Since the fact I had looked at this story 2, 3, and 4 times over. How can Jonah complain as God was providing for him every step of the way? And how then can Jonah complain, especially after God provided? You crying because you're hungry. God gave you cereal. You wanted spaghetti. But your belly can't tell the difference. And you still go. God reminded Jonah in verses 10 and 11, brother, you didn't grow the plant that sheltered you, but you had pity on the plant. You didn't create the worm that you surely did not manufacture the wind either. But you dare not have pity on the people of Nineveh. Y'all missed that. See, he had pity on the plant. He didn't create the plant. He had pity over the worm. He didn't create the worm. He had pity on the wind, and he did not create the wind. But the people he was assigned to, called Nineveh, he didn't like them one bit. See, at the end of the day, you got to understand that's how this book ends. That's how God wants us to do. He wants us to think. Did you see how it ended, y'all? The book of Jonah ends. Thank you, Sister Putney. The book of Jonah ends with a question mark because God wants you to think. See, y'all can shout and jump over pews next Sunday. This Sunday, I need y'all to think because discernment calls you to think. You may not want to end in a shout today, y'all. You might as well end with a question. See, discernment is not about having your way. Discernment is not getting answers you're satisfied with, Brother Brandon. It's about getting answers toward your actions that please God and God alone. See, Jonah had to make the spirit-led decision to see the value in a people that God values. It just took a lot for Jonah to get there. Sister Estelle, I pray that it does not take a lot for Asbury to get to the place we need to be. I'm so sick and tired of us having 3-hour meetings just to get to the place we need to be. I'm so tired of us trying to go the long way when God already made the way available. And let me bless you one more time. Never allow your emotions to move faster than your judgment in thinking. Is this fair? But the question now becomes, with everything God gave me, with every gift he gifted me with, am I being fair with it? Am I fair to others as God is fair with me? I don't care they lied to you, talked about you, smearing your name. Let them make fun of you on Facebook. God will handle that too. Let them act crazy at your job. God got that covered. But God wants to see how you will respond to them, not how they will respond to you. So I know it's hard for us, beloved, to answer the question, is this fair? Well, let me help you out this way. I got another question for you. If it had not been for the Lord on my side, where would I be? Is it fair? Is it fair, beloved, that God keeps blessing me? Is it fair how he kept me when I couldn't keep myself? Is it fair that he's keeping a roof above my head and I ain't got no money to pay the bills? Is it fair that he loves me the way that he does? Is it fair that he redirects my path after I've gone off course one too many times? Is it fair that he loves me like I do? If you acting sanctified and don't know how to answer that question, let me help you out. No, it's not fair. No, it's not fair the way he blesses you. No, it's not fair the way he's keeping you. No, it's not fair the way he gave you grace and mercy. Well, I got another question for you. If God be for me, who can be against me? It's not fair. Well, y'all, I'm done. I'll see y'all next week. Then I got one more question for you. Who is like the Lord? Nobody.